Welcome to this week's Down Home with Tina, and I have Jo Welsh with me. She is part of a nonprofit organization called Bottoms Up, and I'm so excited to find out about Bottoms Up. But I have to tell you, we were just talking before we came on the show here. This is like show in the 30s already that I've done with Down Home with Tina, Jo. And it reminded me, I had a conversation with my best friend on the phone earlier, and she says, well, I'm 50. And I go, you're 50? You're not 50. And I had to call her out on it because I was questioning it myself, because I was like, I'm right behind you and I'm not 50 yet, you know? So she goes, oh, I'm preparing myself for when I'm 50. I go, you're emotionally preparing yourself for when you turn 50 later in the year, that you're gonna be all ready for it. And she goes, yeah. And then when I turn 50, then I'm gonna go backwards. So hopefully by the time it is the end of my life, I'll be 21 again. She goes, and I refuse on my stone to put anything except for a picture from when I was 21 years old. And I was like, you crack me up. I was like, but what a way to look at it, you know? Oh, just prepare yourself emotionally and mentally that, you know, you're already 50. Because some people, it really is devastating to them. But we're not here to talk about age. We are here to talk about something really, really important. We really could have it. I mean, we could have a long, fun, I think, conversation with that too. Because with age comes experience, which probably comes with about everything that you probably have done, leading you up to Bottoms Up and what Bottoms Up is, right?
It seems like it. It seems like it's just been an evolution and a journey, and it's been fun. This is a fun thing I'm doing. I finally found it. I finally figured it out, Tina.
I love it, Jo, because Jo is somebody who you did, when I met you several years ago, you were doing something else. I think maybe you were doing a couple of different things, and I was just like, I love Jo. Jo is just one of those people that she does a lot of different things. Yeah. And I say I love those kind of people. I think that's the kind of person that I am.
Yeah, absolutely.
We love to do new stuff, I think, and find what we are passionate about and do it and not be afraid to do it and try it. So why Bottoms Up?
Right. Well, it was a brainchild of my husband. So he started it, and then in last February, he said, Jo, you know, I have a full-time job, so why don't you run Bottoms Up? So I was like, oh, okay. At the time, I was selling my clothing line that I sold, Cabby, which is probably the thing you were talking about. And he said, why don't you step away from that and just run Bottoms Up? So I was kind of nervous about doing it because we'd be working together, and we'd never really worked together, husband and wife in a business kind of thing. Yeah. So, but he has so much experience with nonprofits. That's what he's done his whole life. So he said, I can, you know, I can help you, but you need to, you know, it's just growing. And he was delivering diapers in his Prius, and he was like, ooh, I need help.
So what was his idea of starting this, and why did he start this?
Well, he has, like I said, he's been in the nonprofit kind of pro-life world, and ran pregnancy decision health centers for about 10 years. And they help women that maybe have an unexpected pregnancy, young girls, maybe not married, and they taught them life skills and parenting skills. So kind of as an incentive for them to come to those meetings, they would get diapers or clothing. You know, they could buy stuff at the store, sort of. So he was always collecting diapers, so he knew firsthand that there was a need. And in 2018, we were celebrating our 40th anniversary, our 40th wedding anniversary.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. And he said, why don't we try to collect 40 boxes of diapers? Because he was giving out diapers here and there in Columbus to people, and that needed them. He just wasn't just handing them out. But, right. He was just walking around handing out diapers.
Bottoms up. Bottoms up.
So he said, why don't we try to get 40 boxes? And we set up a Amazon registry and asked family and friends to just order diapers. They were sent to our house, and we got about 80 boxes of diapers. And the Postal Service was thinking, actually asked us, what are you doing? Because one weekend, Friday and Saturday, they brought 15 boxes, big Amazon boxes of diapers.
Oh, wow.
And looking at us, they knew, they weren't really sure what we were doing, right?
Yeah.
So explained it all to them. But anyway, then the following February, he said, why don't you run this? And last June, we were distributing about 5,000 diapers that month, but
wow.
just in January, we distributed about 32,000 diapers. So it's just growing like crazy.
How are you acquiring these?
So we get them
like
through,
continuing to.
Yeah, we get them through donations. People do diaper drives, maybe at their school, business, or church. Also, we take donations and get money that we buy diapers with, and diapers and baby wipes. Baby wipes are kind of gold in the world of food pantry. So we distribute them through food pantries, child care centers, and just different like pregnancy centers,
organizations that you know that can use them.
Help. And really, in Fairfield County, I have about 14. And when I was kind of waiting to do this, somebody else texted me and asked me if they could get diapers for their clients. So it's going to be 15 by the end of the week.
Didn't you contact me about Sozo Pediatrics?
Yes, that was me. I'm taking diapers.
I thought it was you.
Yeah.
That's what I was just going to ask you about that. I just have to say that I sometimes will have things sent here to the TV station and thank you letters. And Amy Provenzano just sent me the sweetest thank you gift, or I mean thank you card. Sorry, from over there. It is a gift. It is always a gift when somebody shares their words and their thoughts and thanking someone for just doing. But I'm just doing what I can to help out. And that's right. You guys connected, and then so that's why I was going to ask you, and then it all.
Because I heard her on your show. I saw the two of you, and I thought, oh my gosh, I need to call her. Yes. She sounds like she could use some diapers. Doing what she's doing, and oh my gosh, out of that, it's exploded, and so I do Fairfield, Franklin, and Licking counties right now. And I asked my husband the other day, when are we going to retire? And he said,
He's like, we're just getting started. What do you think?
Like, what
are you talking about, Joe?
Once we go worldwide with Bottoms Up, then I think we can retire. So I'm not sure.
Is that his ambition?
He means that,
for what? Oh, you don't know? Are you hoping?
He means it. I'm just going to be dragging my feet a little bit because
you're just kind of warming up to it. But you know what? I think he did it the right way. Yeah. He has introduced you into the world of it.
Yeah.
And then you are,
It's amazing. It really is amazing, the need.
Do you ever get to see those folks who are the ones receiving the diapers?
Occasionally. Occasionally. I do get a call from a mom that, saw, seriously, I was on 270 a few weeks ago, and a mom called me. She saw me. I have a big van that's wrapped, has my cell phone on it.
I've seen it. It's awesome.
And she called me and she's like, you just drove by me and I want to know how I get diapers. So what I do is I refer folks to the pantries that I supply diapers to and kind of find out what area they're in, and then I kind of refer them to the place they need to be. Because all those are kind of, they're by zip code. So where you live is kind of you go to a pantry near you that services your zip codes. That's how it works.
And I think that's about how anything that somebody is in need of something, that's how it works. You go to the local
kind of I steer them that way. I have had women call me and just be like, I need some diapers.
How do you do that? How do you handle that when you have that kind of situation?
Well, it's usually me saying, okay, well, have you checked out the local, 211 in Fairfield County? 211 is amazing. So I always, ask if they've made that call. They usually have diapers on hand or know where to get them. So they have their finger on the pulse there. But I have given diapers. To answer your question, I have met a few ladies because somebody has a need. I'm not going to say you've got to wait to and it's usually me being a little tight-fisted and my husband going, Joe, she needs diapers. We're going to drop off diapers to her tonight.
Joe, let her have the diapers, Joe. I'm just teasing. No, I know you're a generous woman.
It's just
there's rules, and you just there are certain ways and some things.
I'm flexible. But I just want to know. I just kind of want to vet them a little bit, and and that was kind of why we went with the working through the pantries and the child care centers, because they know their people.
They do.
And they can get them
Yes.
what they need and kind of figure out what else is going on in their lives to help them more.
Jo, what is your contact information for folks to follow
Sure.
you, and unless they see your van with the wrap and they call you up?
Yeah, you can do that. It's Jo at bottomsup.life, L-I-F-E. You can go to our website, bottomsup.life, and contribute and go to our Amazon Baby Registry and buy diapers or contribute.
There
And
you go.
my cell
Yeah.
number, which is on my van, 740-808-6131. So
Thank you so much, Jo,
You're
for
welcome.
being with me. And if you're noticing, yes, it is Valentine's Day. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, it's not Valentine's Day. It is the next holiday. Well, sort of. There's President's Day and other holidays after that. St. Patrick's Day. Tina, get with it. St. Patrick's Day.
You don't want to wear your
So
president's
we'll be
hat.
back.
Yeah.
No, yeah, not today. Thanks, Jo, so much for being with me.
Thank you.
You're watching Down Home with Tina.
The Frankie Smith Funeral Home and Crematory in Lancaster and the Johnson Smith Funeral Home in Baltimore have a long and wonderful history of serving our community. Feel free to give us a call at 740-653-0652. Stop in and see us at either of our two locations, 405 North Columbus Street in Lancaster and 207 South Main Street in Baltimore. Respect for tradition, regard for change.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I'm a recovering addict. For 10 of the last 11 years, I've been struggling with addiction, homelessness, incarceration, and just loneliness. However, since getting clean this past year, I've accomplished more than I have in those 10 years combined. After attending outpatient counseling services, inpatient counseling services, living in a sober living house, and attending 12-step meetings, I've been able to regain control of my life and begin to achieve goals I've always dreamed of. Addiction can destroy lives in many ways. Whether you need help with childcare or financial assistance, everyone deserves a new beginning. Recovery supports are just that, supports for recovery. My life mattered. Your life matters too.
This message is brought to you by the Fairfield County Adam H. Board.
Welcome back to Down Home with Tina. I have got Shane Ronan with me, and Shane he's a friend of mine. I got to know Shane, I don't even know how many years ago it was, but courtesy of Cindy Smith.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She had a Celtic Fest gathering, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Event out at the fairgrounds a long time ago. And it was actually the time that I found out that I'm Scottish. I had no idea that my family heritage, Thompson, is from, I think it's McTavish is the surname that it comes from. And
Look at you learning things.
yeah, I don't know about that. But I have done some really cool research since that time that I have learned quite a bit, and it's really fascinating to get to know a little bit about your family heritage. I have yet to do the DNA. Have you done that yet?
I have done the DNA.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have?
Oh, yeah. Surprisingly, it came up 48% Irish. There's a shock. I'm shocked. But I know my my great-grandmother would have been my great-grandmother. She was from Norway. And she met my great-grandfather in Ireland. Of course, they moved to Boston, and well, the rest is history.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How many are there are there of you and your siblings?
Well, we've had some deaths recently.
You have been through a lot. What,
Yeah.
in the last, little over a year? Jane?
Yeah, closer to 2 years.
2 years
yeah.
now.
So now there's 6 of us.
How many total were there of you?
Well, we had 7 kids. I had some half sisters.
None like you, Shane,
So
right?
there was,
I say that with kindness.
I was my mother's favorite, so watch it.
She'd tell you that. You've told me
Sorry,
that
no.
she would tell you that.
Oh, she would, yeah.
She would think you're my favorite. Did she tell everybody else that, Shane?
No, she didn't.
That's nice.
She didn't really like the rest of them.
She just
Like I
didn't
said,
like
I was
them.
just her favorite.
That's funny. May she rest in peace.
Oh,
Bless
yeah.
her.
Oh, yeah. Well, my mother, she's probably looking down here. You got any coffee?
I'm with you. Give it to me now.
Give it to me now. I'm going to get smacked later, right?
What is the best thing that you remember about your mama?
My mother was always there. No matter what. My mother visited all the time. She was always, you know what I mean? Of course, my wife's from Germany. So when we came back to the States you know, I was always living somewhere other than Massachusetts. So my mother always came. So she could see the kid. She didn't care about me. She cared about the kids.
Of course. What brought you to Lancaster, Shane?
Well, when I got out of the military, I was working down in Florida as a correctional officer. And the money wasn't great, like $8 an hour.
It was warmer.
No, it was warmer. Yeah, I hated it. Bug City.
No, right? Yeah, definitely it is.
I got an application from actually a friend of my my wife's. She had an old boyfriend, and his father sent us an application.
Aww.
And yeah, it was $3 more an hour. So I came up here, took the test, and drove back down to Florida. And a couple weeks later, they said, "Hey, we got a job for you." So I told my wife, "Pack the house. We're leaving."
Yep.
I'm going to work. Pack the house, and of course, my wife, you know, most women are very organized.
Yeah.
Thank God I have her, because I'd be a hot mess.
You're a mess without
I would be a mess without her.
with your better half.
Oh yeah, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have nothing. If it was for her, because I see shiny. Ooh, shiny. Yeah, it's
That's
that whole
funny.
It's that whole squirrel thing. Squirrel.
Squirrel,
Oh, yeah.
shiny.
Yeah. She keeps me grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are a bagpiper.
I am. I actually started this here in Ohio about 18 years ago.
Why?
Well, I was on a state honor guard team, and they didn't have a bugler or anything. And I saw the pipers go by, and this is something I always wanted to do, but
Is
you
it
know,
the sound of the
Yeah,
bagpipes that
right.
made you go, "Oh, I know
Absolutely.
that's what I want to do"?
Well, I saw the pipers go by, and I was like, at the time, the commander was like, "Shane, you should go do that." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to go do that." So I contacted them, and
It was
you know,
the rest is history.
love at first sight. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done so many ceremonies, parades, gigs, whatever you want to call them. It's just incredible.
Yeah, because you do a whole lot of different things.
I do a
not
lot of
just
things.
the week of St. Patrick's
Right.
Day.
I'm usually busy all year long playing. I work for the state, and I get to go to a lot of functions. I usually do all the staff funerals for the state. Right now, I'm the only bagpiper. You know, they're supposed to be, you know, getting some more guys in. And
You're the only one?
well, we got a guy in training,
Okay.
you know, but I pick up the heavy load, you know, for right now.
With you saying that in training, what does that entail?
Well,
training
he
for
just got his
bagpipes?
pipes, and he's still learning how to play.
How hard is it?
It's hard.
What makes it so hard?
Just the music. I mean, it's a lot of, you got a lot of stuff here. I mean, you got 3 drones, a blowpipe, and a chanter. There's 9 notes in a bagpipe.
How do you get ready for that? Like to play as far as breathing technique? Because is it mostly about breathing technique?
Well, yeah, because when you breathe, you're filling up this bag. This is a bag, and this actually does not play the notes. This actually plays the drones, the big stalks. They give it the harmonic, and the more pressure you apply will feed through this. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's holes in this. There's 9. Like I said, there's 9 notes.
The more pressure,
The
the better the sound?
No,
or do you
no.
have to make the
You
still
have-
have to make the sound?
you have to kinda
right? You've
keep
got to
it
be a
up.
musician. That's the part
Yeah,
of a musician.
you got to kind of keep
with
it
it.
even. Too much pressure, you'll shut these off.
Were you a good swimmer? Does it have anything to do with that? And I'm talking about breath and deep breaths and
Oh, no, well-
expanding the lungs and all of that. No?
No, it's just I've been doing this so long now. It's a lot easier. When I first started, it was horrible.
Was it like running a long distance?
My
I mean,
kids would
you
be
know,
like, "I think
were you
Dad passed
exhausted?
out. Wait a second, what's he doing?"
There's no more noise coming from the pipes, Mom.
Right.
Where's Dad? Something wrong.
Well,
you know, like a child, we have a puppy. It's like, she's not barking to play. She's not barking to go outside or barking to eat something. It's quiet. What is she into? Is that kind of like with you, Mom?
Right.
Mom, where's Dad? What's he into? The
Dad
pipes are
passed
not
out.
making
It's
any
not
noise.
quiet.
He's passed out.
I do have a funny story though. When we lived here in town, but it was at a different house. And when I first started, I had what they call a chanter, which is just this thing. It looks like, you know, it's a practice one. You just blow into it and make the
That's what helps
fingerings.
get you
Yeah.
prepared.
And of course, I couldn't. You know, my sound was horrible. You know, the cats would. Ugh.
The cats would hide and not come out.
I was relegated to the basement. And, you know, after a
Soundproof
while, my wife
basement.
was like, would you please learn something other than da-da? So I struggled. I struggled with it because I had a real hard time reading music. Even though I played violin and cello through junior high and high school. I did. But when I went in the military, all that went out the window.
Okay.
Okay. So getting back into it was kind of rough. And over the years, I had some really good instructors, and I've never had any professional lessons just until recently, the last few years.
Oh, okay.
So I'm kind of like self-taught.
Yeah.
Well, that, you know, when you're self-taught, you tend to make mistakes and cut corners.
Yeah.
And I did that a lot. So at this stage of the game, I'm trying to relearn what I should have learned the right way.
Okay.
Because I go to a school in July, usually it's July, the Balmoral School in Pittsburgh. It's like bagpipe band camp. And they fly over instructors from Ireland and Scotland. These guys are great. They're great. I mean, they're top.
love it.
They're top. I mean, they won every award known to man with these things.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and of course we kind of became friends, and you know we look forward to seeing each other every year. And
It's
of
an
course, they've helped
escalated
me.
adult band camp.
Yes. Yes.
With that being said, I know we're going to take a break, okay, Shane, because we've got more to share with Shane, where he's going to be the week of Valentine's Day. I'm stuck
St.
on
Patty's Day,
Valentine's
my God.
St. Patrick's Day.
Absolutely.
You've got green on. For Carmony's
I
sake,
do.
Shane.
Look, I got this.
I've got a cup of tea, but
I
is
got
there
that
something else?
shamrock.
Did you put some kind of, I don't know, Scotch whiskey? They're preparing me up for
So it'll loosen me up a little bit.
Day. Deep
Better
breath,
not be
Tina.
tequila. No tequila.
We'll be back. You're washing down home with Tina.
Dagger Law has been part of the Lancaster community for more than 110 years. This is where we live and work. You'll see us at festivals, sporting events, and all around town. We consider our clients as friends, and we walk alongside you through challenging times. Whether you're a growing business, a changing family, facing litigation, planning your future, or dealing with land issues, we're right here. We are local. We are trusted. We are experienced. Dagger Law.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Welcome back to Down Home with Tina. Down Home with Tina is brought to you by Walker Shoe Center, Ava Jewelers, Ireland Spa and Salon, Huddle Tire Company, and Fairfield Area Humane Society. And you can watch Down Home with Tina in a few different ways. You can watch it on Facebook, Down Home with Tina, YouTube, CLN, Your Hometown Connection, and Spectrum, CLN 1021 on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 10 a.m., 4 p.m., and 7 p.m. Shane Ronan is with me. He's a bagpiper, and he does different things throughout the state of Ohio. Yes. And he's one of the only ones, and I know that you do different events.
Yes.
And I think that you volunteer some of that time as well.
Yes, yeah, for the veterans.
Yes, because
I'm
you
a
are a
vet,
veteran.
and you're a vet.
Yes, right.
I just feel it's part of my like giving back. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, some
I
people
do.
volunteer.
Yeah. I was
you
MC
know,
this
yeah.
year. Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
you for a few
Yep.
minutes, right?
Yep.
That's when we usually
so
catch
I,
up.
You know, I like to
Yeah.
throw my hat in the ring for that
Yeah,
because all the veterans need to be praised.
yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Whether they've been across the pond or not.
That's right.
You know, anybody that serves to me, you know, deserves.
When you sign that line and that dotted line and you
Absolutely.
give a dotted line, I'm sounding
Absolutely.
like I'm from Boston all of a
No,
sudden.
that's fine. I mean, you know,
It's been
and-
enough time, Shane, I'm going to be.
And my oldest son's a vet too, so.
Yeah, it's awesome
Yeah,
stuff.
so. You know,
So
keeping it with
you
him.
play the bagpipes.
I do play the bagpipes.
And you were mentioning before we took the break that you are going to band camp.
Yep, Pittsburgh, Balmoral School of Piping.
How many years have you been doing that?
About 4.
Okay. And
About 4.
you learn something each year.
Each year, yep, every year.
Anybody interested in it, what do you say to them? What kind of advice would you say? Yes, go for it?
Yeah.
Are there female bagpipers?
Absolutely.
I have yet to see one.
Well, we
can't
have
breathe or-
Columbus PD has a female.
They do?
Yeah, Denise Ferguson. She
Nice.
goes to band camp with me.
She goes,
Oh yeah.
oh, you just crack me up, Shane. We have way too much fun when we get together, and you have
Absolutely.
way too much fun. Again, you do this throughout the year. You don't just play the bagpipes during
Yeah,
the
it's
week
just not-
of
no,
St.
it's-
Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
But where are you going to be for the
Oh,
week?
St. Patty's Day.
Next week, yeah.
Well, we used to go out of town and play, do like a bar crawl, that kind of thing. Last couple of years, I'm getting older, so I would like to stay close to home.
Right.
So we'll probably and this whole tour started for me. 16 years ago, I went into Sweeney's and played one tune, had a drink, and left. And then the next year, stayed a little longer.
Played more tunes.
Then the third year, I started bringing people with me, other pipers.
Yeah.
So it just kind of grew. It just, it kind of exploded. So we'll be hitting Sweeney's around 6-ish.
And you say six-ish because you like to keep it where if you go one place, you want to stay for a few tunes, then you can stay.
Yeah.
You're not committed, but
I
that's
played
one
in-
place you go, right?
Right. That's where everything started for me with the tours and everything. So to me, that's like ground zero, Sweeney's. And yeah, I don't like to say I'll be there at 7 o'clock. I'll be there at 7:30 because you never know what the day's going to bring.
Right.
And the guys that play with me, and we have a female piper coming this year. Erin came last year, and they might be having fun in one place, and that's what it's about. You get it, and I understand the regimen of we got to be here, we got to be here. We're not making any money. We're not getting paid for this.
It's for fun.
It's for fun.
Yeah.
So if we can
I
keep
love
it the way it is, just we go into Sweeney's and we're in Sweeney's for 2 hours, and we're gonna hit Old Hoods. That's
a couple of different places in Lancaster.
Yep,
Good.
Old Bill Bailey's, probably the Ale House.
Can people stalk you that evening?
Bootleggers,
Well, if Shane's leaving, we're going.
No, well,
We're following Shane.
I have to laugh because when
It
we started the
happens?
Lancaster tour, it started out with like 10 guys from work.
That's great.
Now it's like 40.
That's great. Shane, I know we only have like a minute and we could talk forever. Shane's a veteran. If you didn't hear him just say that, he is a veteran. And I just wanted to, you have what?
I gotta
One more. Oh, you've got to get a plug for some
I
people.
gotta
And then
a couple people. Thanks, Gabby and the kids, and Captain Vamos, Captain Carter, Lieutenant Hook, Lieutenant Glenneman, Lieutenant Claus. You guys rock. You guys are the best. I love you guys on second shift.
That's right. Mwah. Guys, thank you for what you guys do and for what you do. So you're an inspiration. You're my veteran that is being highlighted this week. So you can go to Ireland Spa and Salon. The guys probably get a kick out of that one now. Or give it to Gabby, if you so wish.
Will they do my toenails?
Yes.
They don't want to do those.
Ava Jewelers.
Oh.
And then a nice certificate from Walker's Shoe Center. Shane, thank you just for what you do.
No, thank you.
This was one of those things I was like, Shane's my veteran. Yes. Okay, we got to go, man.
Okay.
Hey, thank you. He's running out of here. Alrighty. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, take this
I
off.
hope you all have a wonderful and safe and happy St. Patrick's Day. God
Happy
bless.
St.
Good
Patrick's Day.